I've been entrusted with a humble keep, but this will be the foothold of our sprawling empire. Hopefully, because, well, demons are invading, and they're going to be attacking every night in endless waves. Throughout the day, I'll have time to harvest resources, build up an economy, and soon turn this keep into a fortress. So this is our keep, and if it falls, we lose. We're gonna need a lot of resources, like a lot. And we're gonna need people to start working these fields. And ultimately what we're gonna need to do right at the beginning is sort of like a little bit of scouting to try to ascertain like what are the opportunities and what are the threats around us. And then natural choke points like this can be very useful in the future. So this is presenting a really good choke point. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a war totem up here. If we can take that out once we're able to build up a sizable army. Now I wanna say a big shout out and thank you to Paradox Arc for sponsoring today's video. Darfall releases May 8th, and you can find out more about it using the link in the video description below. Now let's see if we can survive. Now the next thing we're gonna want is a farm. Now, I should be able to kill this boar and get a little bit of inventory, but also a little bit of meat and bones. I can gather some food. This is kind of the fun part is like my hero, which I got to choose at the very beginning, I get to like use not only for combat and defensive purposes, but also for just like manual abilities. Manual labor, like I can chop down tree and I can actually level up that way. So we've got 2 peasants working on getting wood, 1 working this vegetable farm here, and then my hero is also chopping down some wood. Everybody needs to be working because, well, when night falls, the enemies come and we've got to be prepared for that. So right now we're just saving up for another farm. And I think I'm pretty close to leveling up my hero, just like that. And so once we get the level up here, we can choose a number of different special abilities. I think Feral Ally is going to be pretty good, but we need 2 skill points to do that. So we're going to hold on to the one that we just earned. All right, now I'm thinking another lumber yard. Ooh, that one actually's got pretty good coverage. And 2 more peasants. And right now we're unit capped, so we're going to get a few more houses. Now, if I take my hero back into here, I've noticed that we sort of like, we can generate health and also a little bit of energy. And one of the other things we can do is if I put a storage pile right here, all the people generating and harvesting the wood are gonna be able to drop it off right there and save a little bit of time from having to go all the way back to the keep. Now, I'm not seeing very much stone. Wow, is it all the way over there? And some stone up there. Okay, so stone's not really like readily available to me, which is a little bit worrisome. I'm dumb. We've got stone right here. That's fantastic. So now we've got 2 miners, 2 farmers, and 4 woodcutters, and it's dusk. Night is steadily coming. Now, all I've got right now is my hero, and we're holding on to a skill point. I'm hoping, given some of the enemies that are going to be coming tonight, will give me just enough XP to level up to level 3, and then I can call upon my feral allies as a special ability. The undead are rising. Prepare yourself. Okay, well, I'll just waste a little bit of energy here, getting some wood, and I think here it is. A rotten hound. Now I can fight in this green circle and I'll take damage, but I'll heal pretty much faster than they'll be able to do any damage to me. But what I do have to worry about is any of my townspeople in buildings that are sort of outside of the protected range here. But one of the cool things I can do is place a lamp, and that'll actually expand the light as well as expand my ability to build further out from my keep. Yeah, see right here? They're attacking my little farm there. So this is just night 1. In this survival mode, the more nights you survive, the more maps that you open up. So this is first map, first challenge. Our objective is to get at least 4 nights done, and as you can see here, there's gonna be a pretty big invasion at the end of night 4. So if we can survive that, well, we've achieved our objective. Oh gosh. Okay, that's multiple enemies coming from above. And here we are having enemies pop out from multiple places. Don't chase Garen. Garen ran into his home. I love that. They're attacking my lamp. How rude. And my experience is 81 out of 96. Come on, we do need a few more enemies, I guess. We can always hunt out enemies and means of gaining experience during the daytime. Oh, here we go. Once more into the breach. How much do I get per dog? 4 XP. By Jove, I'm gonna need 11 more. That's 3 more dogs. We still got a lot of night left. Oh, okay, that thing's bigger. What is that? So it's a Crypt Walker, and our XP is 85 out of 96, so let's see how much we get for this guy. We got 7 XP for that. Now remember, if the keep falls, we lose, so that's the last thing we want anyone to attack. Aha! All right, so now let's go ahead and get the Feral Ally. And so all I gotta do is use the hotkey Q, and I can have a few more, well, Feral Allies to join me in this battle. This thing runs off charcoal. So we'll probably want to get a charcoal burner and then a carpenter to turn wood into planks. Think? No, there's one more. All right, so let's try this out. Feral Ally, get him. Hey, look, now my hero won't take any more damage because we've got the dog to attack. And the direwolf looks like it just hangs out. It won't go away, which is pretty good. I was worried it'd be like a spirit. All right, so let's see how we're doing now. Oh, fantastic. Other than these guys attacking. Ultimately, we're gonna want to get like walls. Maybe by like, what? Hopefully by the beginning of the next night. All right, and so what we're gonna want is a basis. We'll always want a reserve count of like, say 12 coal. And planks as well. And those I don't need to attribute a worker to, they'll just kind of run automatically. And planks are gonna allow us to get archers. And it's daytime now. Now on the map, we have something popping out over here. So let's see what it is. Okay, we got some enemies. Quite a bit of enemies. We've got giant rats and we've got bears out here. And we just got an iron blade, which increases attack damage and attack damage speed. Right now, I'll have the feral wolf taking most of the damage from this giant rat. All right, I think we got this. Yeah, definitely with me shooting arrows right over the wolf's ear. Ooh, look at that, give me that. Give me that stuff. Let's take it back to base. We've got bone, meat, some fur, and it looked like a hide as well. And just like, look at how quickly these guys heal up. So I guess the next sort of advanced resource is gonna be stonemasonry. We'll put, I like the idea of another little storage right next to this. That way they never have to go too far. And then we will get the stonemason right next door. But we still didn't make it all the way down to whatever it was. Now what is that? That looks like gold. Okay, what is that? The Skull of Doom. Let's try to kill it. Okay, that was easier than I thought. And I can gather bones from these. Iron. Okay, so this is it. This is the tree. It doesn't look overtly hostile. Okay, it spawned in a beast. And we've spotted a dark pylon. So, wait, that wasn't the beast. That was just like the beast guards. The deer's joining in on the fight. So here's the pylon of blood, and that looks like a treasure chest. We've also got a little bit of a body of water here with some fish in it. So if we expanded this way, we could probably like start some fishing. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's probably a little camp, but we're full on resources, so let's drop them all off. I'm gonna start up a wheat farm so that we can get some more advanced food. But I do feel like things are going all right. I would love to start getting some defenses, specifically a barracks. And we're producing stone bricks. And that's what we're gonna need right now. I wanted to do a little bit more investigating into what like some of these resources are, as well as this treasure chest, and see what's over here. So we're sending our hero back out. We dropped off 2 items that weren't for my hero's class. If we get other heroes, we could give them to them. All right. Be careful, I'm not sure what's over here. A war camp of some kind. Oh, that's great. And we've got a papyrus, some kind of a crafting material. Okay, that's interesting. We should be able to take these guys out, right? Okay, this is a little bit chaotic. They're after my hero, man. We gotta fall back to the keep. Take our little conga line of death with us. All right, here we go. The wolf is gonna absorb all the damage, and then this bone reaver, level 2, 561 health. So I'm gonna lose my trusty direwolf, but I should be able to retreat. Or do I just like, I'm gonna sit it out and duke it. Yep. Gather the bones and kill the prey totem. That is one of the like sub objectives, is to like, oh, here we go. Let's get the barracks before we forget. Got some resources. And here we go. So I can get some spearmen, but if we look, we're gonna need horses, robes, silver bars. I want a knight. We need plate armor, swords, shields, and mana orbs, which we've got a decent amount of mana orbs. Paladins look awesome. Well, beggars can't be choosers, so I guess we'll get some spearmen out. Bakery. Man, we need a lot more stone brick. This is not producing fast enough, so let's try to get another stonemason. Look at this, we can get walls, Spikes ballistas. I do like me some ballistas. So probably the next thing we're gonna really want to focus on is securing the next stone quarry location, and I think this one right up here is gonna be the one we're gonna want. All right, we'll get the doggy. Attack! Oh, they got orcish archers. They got my wolf already. And we leveled up, and it's nighttime. Get the resources, and then head back to base to secure it. But now we're able to produce, oh yeah, we've got so much stone bricks because we got 4 people working it. We're gonna build one more house and queue up another worker once that's done. All right, we're gonna get a bakery as well. And now I should be able to get a reserve of bread. Now, happiness is a thing, and happiness can be boosted, presumably, from a number of different ways, but I'm hoping that bread are gonna make my people happy instead of just eating simple vegetables. But the undead are rising here at night too. Oh man, and they're already, yep, they're already coming. This is a lot easier to do now that I've got a little bit of an army. Just send everybody back to the circle of life. And once daytime comes, over here on the map, we have a little bit of a star. Something to investigate. Oh man, we never really healed up all of our buildings from the last night. So I'm gonna do that right now. Ooh, a blacksmith. Now as far as our abilities, 3 skill points to get feral allies. I think Rain of Arrows is cool, Piercing Shot is cool, Traps are cool. Spider Swarm? I'd rather just get like more dogs. Wow, okay, so we're gonna need wooden handles and iron bars to really get the most out of that. Getting everything to fit in nicely is going to be a challenge because I feel like we've already sort of like pretty much expanded all around the keep, and it's like the light that it provides. So we'll get a few more lanterns down, which is going to require charcoal, which is going to require good charcoal production. Like we can't see. Oh, that's spooky as heck. Nope, we ain't going that way. Ooh, but we did get some perks. We can do worker happiness. Attack speed, I mean, that I feel like that's the obvious choice right now, given the fact that we're an archer and we've got like, we don't need to worry about health since we're not a frontline troop. We've got spearmen to do that, and later we're gonna have knights as we deal with this incursion in the north. Oh gosh, more enemies this way. They keep talking about vampires, so I'm wondering if at some point the enemies of the night are gonna actually be some like really, really powerful vampires. Okay. So we've got these guys producing the stone. Can't produce anything else right now. So I guess we could have more reserve stone. Yeah, we'll get it to 20. Why not? Because why not? And this guy needs something to do. It's got a pretty like detailed economy to this game. I played a number of these types of games, and I'd say that this one seems very, very well thought out. Invasion! Now after defeating all those foes, we'll get a little massive repair. A little massive one, you know, because why not? All right, so now that we've got this, we can make a battle axe because it requires iron bar and wooden handles, and we got a little bit of iron. We're not harvesting any iron, but we'll make one, and that should allow me to get a slayer. So a pretty powerful frontline soldier, and it's almost daytime. I feel like we're just not producing enough charcoal. Is that the issue? All right, so dawn, we just passed dawn. We're gonna start hunting and then go exploring to the east of our kingdom here. But I do want the Slayer before we go out. Why are we so short of wood? We're so short of wood that we're gonna need more wood. And I think unfortunately that means my hero's gonna have to be used for that purpose. So we've got 4 people working wood, but clearly that's not enough. And you can level up from harvesting resources. So it's like, that's not really just like, increase attack damage by 10%. We'll take that. Like, I just love that I can use my hero to gather resources, and it's the hero's just like not sitting there idle while like I'm in an economic crisis because I've overexpanded and overextended and I can't produce enough wood. This is a massive quality of life and really good design decision, I think, in a game. So we'll drop all that off, we'll pause, and that will allow us to get one more house. And we're gonna get another woodcutter base, and I'm thinking maybe down. There's a storage over there, so that seems like a pretty decent spot. And we'll queue up another worker. We've got our Slayer here, so let's go ahead and see what's going on to the east, why my economy is no longer like falling apart. Okay, this is crazy. Run! Woo, that was close. All of these little like giant rats just swarm my hero. Oh, that was super fun. So we'll send everybody back to heal. We did fight this giant ogre, and we're gonna produce another worker. And I'm thinking, yeah, we're doing good on food, other than the fact that, like, did we ever get that bakery up? Yeah, the bakery's producing bread, and I'm trying to keep up, but demand is pretty high right now. So my military limit has been reached. I think it's time to get a library so we can start researching. We'll gather those resources, some food, a hide. Yeah, they just bum rushed me. Wow. Sneaky little rats. Bravely, bravely, bravely running away. So we'll be able to get rid of the monster cave. Oh, and that's a lot of resources. Uh-oh. That's a big boy over there. We're gonna go ahead and come back and heal. And now we're finally starting to, like, build back up our reserves of wood. Now here is the thing. Okay, we can get books of knowledge. I can make one. I'm gonna need papyrus if I want more. Altars convert bones into mana orbs. Ooh. I'm gonna build a tavern. Oh, this has, look at the area of it's massive. Definitely want that. Here's how we get horses. Ah, we have to sacrifice 75 wood. We really need iron. Speaking of iron, that's silver. Yikes. Evil giant spider queen. Okay, she's no joke, and there's little spiderlings chasing my hero now. Dog, get them. Oh my gosh. They're nasty. We lost our hero. Retreat. We overextended, and now we're paying the price. Good. Luckily, we get a respawn, but man, that really stunk. She lost all of her gear, but I should be able to get it back. All right, before we do all that, maybe it makes sense that we build a tower and put a scorpion up on it, or a ballista rather, to help with the defense. But we'll probably want that on the perimeter. Whoa, if we make sleeping bags from the tailor, we can increase the capacity of our houses. That's fantastic. But once again, my military has been maxed out, and I need one more point. If we're smart, well, we should get it tonight. Let's get one robe, which uses fur and hides, which we're getting. We want a sleeping bag and a robe. So this is about to be night 3. We're in dusk, as you can see in our little, like, sort of like clock in the top there. And all seems to be pretty well. Wow. We have so much stone. There's no reason not to start producing walls. But in some cases, I'm going to need a lantern to expand my building here. But while we have an abundance of stone, they get out from the stonemason, and we will want more of that. The undead are rising. Oh, wow. Oh, and now they got archers. Cool. And attacking from multiple directions. I guess we'll want, like, a lot more. I think that's all we got to do is keep the minimum storage of stone bricks much higher. So I'm at 131 out of 165 till I can get another. Fine. Oh shoot, I didn't even notice this guy was attacking. Now, do I have to get a last hit to get experience? No, I don't think so. Planks. Where are all of my planks going to? I don't know why, but they haven't attacked them. Oh, that's why they've got a freaking troll. Okay, that big boy gonna fall hard. Yes, and we leveled up. Okay, so we are immediately going to unlock Feral Ally rank 2, which should give us what? 2 Feral Allies? Get that warrior back. Heal, heal. Man, we're only about halfway through this night. Actually, no, because of dusk. It looked like we were about halfway through, but that is unfortunately not the case. So I gotta figure out where I want my other gate to go. I do want to be able to, like, gather as many trees as possible. Now we can connect to this gate. It's like, who needs wooden walls when we can just skip straight to stone? Oh my gosh. Stop trying to break my stuff, little skelly archer. Because then, once we get back up our stone bricks, we could actually probably make like a choke point, like a killing field. If we could like lure them into one spot. Normally I'd put the tower here, but you know what? We might want to be harvesting those trees in the future, so we'll get them now. Enemies from the west. Run, Eldon. Oh man, Eldon almost got wrecked. I really want to see how we can't. I do have a sleeping bag. Requires a carpenter. And there we go. Adding a little bit of a sleeping bag there, and now we can have 2 people in this house. So we're 13 out of 15. So what I gotta do? Ooh. Iron tool parts would allow us to increase crafting speed of planks by 50%. But we need a blacksmith to do that. So I guess we'll just, you know, get a blacksmith then. Oh my gosh. Increases hero experience earned in combat by 20%. Just save up for that. Wow. That would have been great to do earlier on. Luckily, big spider mama's not here anymore. Good night. I can summon in a bear. Dude, those spiders are the worst. Heals injured units. A cleric would be good. Wow, look at that. Okay, so plus 20 and plus 30. The cleric is definitely going to be helping us. But if we only have 5 soldiers, we desperately need strength. Okay, the demon portal opens soon. That's great. Since my army's pretty much dead due to spiderlings. So the final invasion is in 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Iron ore is eluding me so badly right now. Get some. We need that. Oh gosh, okay. I need areas not lit. Is there any other iron that's closer than that? There's not, but I have the ability to either go with an outpost, but we need sleeping bags. I think the easiest thing to do is just this. Unlock perk to mine. It's all the way there. Gives your hero the ability to mine iron mines. I'm not gonna get 10 perk points in time. Oh my gosh, we can do this. I believe in us. The question is, do we have any idle people? Who can we afford to stop? We can afford, I think, both these external woodcutters. Should we leave one there and leave one up there? And we need a storage pile. Or do we just like have them run up a road? It's stone and we got a lot of stone. Orc raid launched? Cool. I like that. All right, well, we'll have our bear tank the damage and we should be able to deal with this orc raid. What's that? Oh, that's massive. That's a way to heal right here. All right, are we getting the iron that we need? Smeltery boy, smeltery boy. Armored knight needs a plate armor and a sword. And, well, he needs a plate armor and a shield. Can we do that? No, we're not gonna be able to do that. But what we could do is get one battle axe. And we'll get a spearman, we'll get a slayer. We've got a cleric. We've got bears now. Look at how far these guys have to go. I could put a storage, but I think with 5 minutes, you know what? Go big. Go big. Just somehow did not see any iron closer than that. That was a massive, massive issue. All right, we'll get the Slayer next, and then we can have 2 more people. I guess it will be spearmen. And since we have an abundance of pretty much everything else, what we're going to do is get a tower down here, and then we'll curve the wall up, but we're running out of stone brick. So maybe the battle will all be up here, which should be fine because it's relatively close to the keep so we can heal. Where's all my iron? Wow. 1 iron bar costs 20 iron ore? Yikes. There's gunpowder. All right, we're making 1 single iron bar out of 20 iron ore. All right, it's dusk. Final invasion is 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Those dang spiders, I let them kill me twice. I will not let this final invasion stop us. All right, so we have 1 iron bar and I need 2. So I need how much? Man, I don't think we're gonna make it. But what we can do is get more towers and another torch up here just to light things up so we can see it a little bit better. It's gonna be pretty exciting. Oh man, these towers are doing good. Oh yeah, I think we've got it. I think we've got it. We've got a decent fortification. When you considered we just started from a simple, humble keep to where our fortress is now, I think we've got a decent chance. Oh wait, that wasn't even the beginning of the final invasion. We're totally gonna be able to get another piece of iron ore. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. There it is. All right, and so from there I can get a shield, but then I need plate armor, and plate armor costs 5 iron bars? Or I could get a warhammer with a 3rd one. Oh, look at big boy over here. I guess if we went all archers and just hid behind the walls, that would have been pretty good. We've got a necromancer, Othmaris, a little bit of a boss down here, who's giving us a little bit of an issue. You know what, I'm buying an archer as my last unit of 5 here. And once he's done, you know what, I'm also gonna get a tower there. Too close to the bakery. We'll tell the bakery we don't need bread, we need arrows. The final demon invasion has begun. Okay, so this Othmaris. All right, the bakery, you're going bye-bye. Delete the bakery. Cannot destroy while enemies are nearby. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, exciting. The demonic invasion is pretty big. Where's my archer? And now I'm realizing we should probably just hold this up and rely on these things to destroy them. Get inside. We'll send the bears out. Level up? Okay, what can we do with this level up? This is gonna be big. I guess a rain of arrows it is. Call in the rain of arrows on the necromancer. We did get that tower up. Can I block it off? I can. How did you get inside? We gotta shoot this guy. And we'll send the bear to hold the gates down here. You do your thing, bear. Oh my gosh, they're sneaking in over here. We don't have a tower up there. And we're not producing any stone bricks right now. That should hold there. Oh, the gates fell. Bear's doing his thing, though. I'll tell you what. Let's kill this necromancer. What are you doing? There's dudes everywhere. Another arrow barrage. We just got an achievement. Last minute spearman. Oh my gosh, what was that? Okay, the hero died back in 19 seconds. That's not ideal. We really needed him. Man, this last invasion was no joke. Completing the objective means you win the game. Our hero's back. And with that is an arrow spell. Just target the necromancer. Yes! The necromancer's dead. This is gonna be tight, but I think we can do it. Our hero's dead again. There's not too many left. It's manageable. Once I can get a bear spell out, that'll be massive, but that'll be... I don't even know how many seconds left. Let's see if I can't get all of them. It looks dire, but the hero's gonna be out, and what can I do with 3 perk points? I guess vitality. When desperate times are calling for desperate measures. I've got that, and I'm gonna call in an arrow spell right here. Dude, this guy, the Dark Weavers are no joke. Yes! Holy biscuits. Warriors lost all of them, but we did survive. And, whew, that was wild. That was a worthy challenge. This game is really hard. It's got a steep learning curve, but I want to play again. So once again, I want to say a big shout out and thank you to Paradox Arc for sponsoring today's video. Darfall is so much fun. The game is out May 8th, so you can use the link in the video description below. Let me know if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.